Hey everyone, Shaedow here, and welcome to another Marvel Contest of Champions video. So we've come to the final war of the season. This is number 12, and we're going up against Mortals Reborn. Now, we've had a string of losses, and we may go down to Gold 2. So we really need this win if we want to have a chance at staying Gold 1. Alright, so as you can see, I go in first. I scout my path, which is something that I recommend everyone do. And I see this mutant. So now I'm thinking, great, that's a mission for Corvus. I see a second mutant, but for Corvus I only need one. And I keep going, and now I get really excited because 9 times out of 10, a tech on that node is Iron Man Infinity War. Alright, and I have a Morningstar mini boss who I often take with Spider-Man Stark Enhanced. And we have a Sentinel boss. So I go in with my standard team because I didn't see anything on my path that would make me change this team that has held me all season. Alright, now this war is the last war and the last season that I will be with my current alliance. So it's with a little bit of sadness that I will be moving on. I've been with these guys for quite a while. It's been over a year, close to 2. And a great bunch of guys, and I've had an awesome time with them. And I will miss a lot of them. I'll still stay in touch with quite a few of them, of course. But it's not the same when you're fighting with them, you know, together. Alright, so I look at his profile and I see that Iceman. But that Iceman isn't awakened. So even if this is Iceman, I'm thinking shouldn't be a problem. But it's not Iceman, it's actually X-23. Now I was going to go in with Corvus regardless of who it was, just to get that first mission completed. And X-23, not very difficult to take down. I didn't expect anyone too tough on this early node, but down she goes pretty easily. Alright, so they didn't place a defender on that first node, so the next node that I'm going to be fighting is the poison node. Excuse me. Now, had I not completed the mission with Corvus earlier, I would have gone in here with Corvus. So I look at the profile just to see. Don't see anyone that it could be. So, and I don't check the names. I should, so I could see if that's the same name as the guy that I just fought, so that, you know, I would have a better idea. But it's Archangel. Now, Archangel can be tricky to fight, especially if you're running suicides. There are 2 defenders that I hate facing when I'm running suicides: Void and Archangel. Now, I'm not running suicides at this point. I do turn them on later. But also, because Hyperion is poison immune, Archangel is not going to be able to get that neurotoxin. But when I'm fighting against Archangel with anyone that is not poison and bleed immune, all it takes is for a moment's inattention for Archangel to hit me once or twice and get a neurotoxin on me. And after that, I am now rushing to try to defeat him before his neurotoxin takes me out. He may not have hit me, but 2 times, it'll still usually take me out. Alright, so you saw there, it looked like it's going to be an Iron Man Infinity War, but you can see he's not awakened. Iron Man Infinity War, to be the defender he is, really needs to be awakened. It's that last bit of percentage when he's awakened that makes him such an effective defender. So even though this is probably overkill, I went ahead and put on a little baby boost, and I looked around just tempted to put on another boost, but I said, you know what, this should be enough. Alright, so we go on in here, and sure enough, it is Iron Man Infinity War. And so I already know how to fight him. I have lost only 1 time to an Iron Man Infinity War on this node, and that was when I was not using Corvus or Hyperion. I forget, I think I went in with my B team, and I think it was off season, it may have been off season, and I went in with like Voodoo or someone like that who I wasn't used to fighting Iron Man Infinity War with. And so I did give up a death there and got him on the second one. Alright, so I didn't see anybody that it could be, and it is actually Spider-Man Symbiote. Now, I was actually tempted to let him get to his L1 so that he could go into that evade mode and I'd be able to complete another mission. But I said, never mind. The missions that I have already, that should be more than enough. Alright, so I'm looking again here, and I don't see anyone that it really can be, seeing as how this one is awakened, whoever it is. And it's Moon Knight. Now, this is something interesting with Moon Knight, in case you guys didn't know. His powers depend on the phase of the moon. So what you saw happen here let me know that the phase was his, I don't know, evading phase. I don't know too much about Moon Knight. But what that allowed me to do was get another mission completed. So now I have all 4 missions done. So I was very happy that Moon Knight was in that phase, because when he's in a different phase, he doesn't evade like that. In fact, I don't think he evades at all. But, you know, he caught me with that evade, and then he stunned me right after it. But it was worth it to get that mission completed. So now usually, and if you saw my previous war video, you'll know that I usually go in here with Spider-Man, and I can take down Morningstar before the bleed takes him out. But I'm new to Corvus, and so I had forgotten that Corvus is immune to bleed. Not immune, but he doesn't take any bleed damage. That's an actual important distinction, because he will still get the bleed, which is what you see. But look at my health regenning. That's because willpower is still activating per bleed stack, but Corvus takes no damage. So he's able to heal up. So he's not immune. He's actually better while he has those charges still. So I'm just ripping into this Morningstar, and I'll probably not use my Spider-Man Stark Enhanced against her again now that I remembered this. And down she goes. And we do get a chance to get that boss. So stay tuned and you will see how I did against this Sentinel. Alright, so my alliance mate just went in. He just came out of it. And I'm running suicides, as you saw. And I decided to go all out. This is my last war with this alliance. And so I had already determined to boost up. And you saw me earlier use 100 units to heal. Probably didn't need to do that, but I wanted to go out big. And so Sentinel, if you guys don't know how to fight Sentinel, you don't want to repeat your actions. So you want to do a medium, light, medium combo whenever you can. Ironically, that is the most highest damage output combo for Corvus. If you haven't seen my video on that Corvus testing, take a look at it. So I'm fighting the way that I normally would fight with Corvus, not getting a lot of stacks, and as you saw, it just ripped him apart. And that's the thing with Corvus. When you boost up so much and the fight is over quickly, you start wondering if it was overkill. But if you saw my previous Alliance war, you'll see that if you don't boost enough, you run the risk of running out of charges, and his damage is horrible when he doesn't have those charges. So we've got about 15 minutes left on this war, and as you can see, we did manage to get 3 full clears. So I'm very proud of my alliance and the effort that they put forth on this last war. But unfortunately, it looks like they may have gotten us. We died a lot more times than they did. So we'll see what the results are. And I'll be back with those shortly. Either we will have taken another loss, or we'll be pleasantly surprised. And unfortunately, we lost this one. Congrats to Mortals Reborn. It was a very hard fought war. As you'll see here, the war was very, very close. They got us by just a little bit of a attack bonus. So very good job all around. I'm proud of my alliance and the effort that they put forth on this war. Even though we lost, we still fought well. And we're not sure yet. Currently, it shows us in Gold 1, but that's not final. So we'll have to wait for the season's results to get all tallied. It'll depend on how other alliances ahead of us did, but it is possible we could finish in Gold 1. Alright, but that's going to do it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this war. If you did, consider smashing that like button. If you have not subscribed already, please consider giving me a subscription. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought about this video. If you would like to support the channel, there are links in my description to help you do just that. And you guys have a blessed day.